Born to sporty parents, I used to spend most of my times on the sports ground since my early childhood. On my 6th birthday, my dad bought me a soccer ball. This rounded object, as large as my face, instantly fascinated me. I still remember this day. We went to soccer field just after my birthday party to play with the ball that my dad bought me. This day was the first time I met soccer. The day I didn't know yet at the time, which opened my eyes to which directions to take for my future. Since then, I suddenly fell in love with soccer. Kicking and dribbling the ball, playing soccer was the most enjoyable moment of my life. When I made the decision to become a soccer player, I transferred to the other elementary school, which had the best soccer club in my province. There, I trained very toughly. We used to have free trainings every day, whatever the weather was. In the very early morning, just before going to school, we used to run around the tracks for 45 minutes. And in the afternoon, just after our school time, we often did strategic trainings for 3 hours under the burning sun. And in the evening, after dinner, we used to do jugglings for 1 hour until it completely gets dark. Thanks to these hard preparations, I was awarded the MVP at my first tournament of the region and became one of the best players in my province. At the time, my dad, who was forced to abandon his dream of becoming a soccer player because of his father's opposition, wanted to give me the best opportunity to realize my dream. Thus, he courageously made a decision to immigrate in France, well known for its attractive environment for young soccer players. Arriving in France with full of hopes and expectations in 2001, I took an admission test in the professional soccer club. Amongst the tall, strong players with athlete build, I scored a magnificent goal against this rival team. Finally, thanks to that goal, I passed marvelously the test and started such a successful soccer career in France. However, the happiest moment didn't last for long. Indeed, it ended up with a horrible accident. During my second season, I severely injured my knee. The tackle from my opponent during a game tore my ligament. Painful it was, but I feared more I would be forced to stop playing soccer. On said hospital, the doctor told me I shouldn't worry about that. I was relieved, but I didn't know yet at the time the harder rehabilitation that was waiting for me. During 1 year, I worked hard to strengthen my knee. One tough year, but it seemed to last for 10 years. Indeed, I spent the hardest and the most boring time in my entire life because I was completely prevented from touching the ball, something that has always belonged to my life. On September 2003, after 1 year of rehabilitation, I came back on the ground with full of hopes, but I felt my body so heavier, so different. I thought I recovered from my injury, but the knee was still not enough strong to support the tough trainings. I always had some pain after each trainings, and sometimes I had my knee inflated. After much reflections, both my coach and my parents finally advised me to stop playing soccer because it would be harmful for your health, they said. Frustration and disappointment were the only words that came to my mind by this unexpected failure. The only reason why I came to France was to become professional soccer player, but my dream was sunk simply by this injury. For a while, I became depressive, sometimes crying alone in a dark corner. I thought myself that the whole world bore me a grudge. Fortunately, there were my parents. Always supportive, they helped me to find another path very quickly. I just wanted to restart a new life, and finally realized that another important thing in my life was to reach the brilliant academic achievements. And since these days, I really thank my parents for their support, always cheer me up at the difficult times, and because they made me who I am nowadays. Nevertheless, I still yearn for the exciting feelings I got while playing soccer, scoring a goal, the crowd cheering me for us. Yes, I still miss my teammates, my real brothers, with whom we used to celebrate our victory. The best moments of my life.